Hello, vinyl community. Today was just one of those days when it was my day off, obviously, and I just decided to hit up a bunch of spots. I was focusing a little more on spots that either I hadn't been to before, such as the St. Edward's thrift store. Their vinyl selection was... I mean, they had quite a few records, but very, very bad condition and poorly kept. Yeah, so I showed, I think I got 4 tapes and a CD there. I showed that in a previous video. Yeah, so other than that, yeah, I don't know that I'll go back there actually. But while I was out in that direction, the direction of Corona and Norco, I did hit up the new Goodwill in Norco. I had been there before, and they didn't have any vinyl. I managed to pick up some speakers there last time. Really, really cheap, and they're bookshelf speakers. That's about all we have room for here, and that's fine with me. Yeah, that's all I need. Anyway, so I picked up those speakers last time. I decided, you know what, maybe, it's been, I don't know, several weeks or even a couple months since I had been there. So I decided I was going to check it out again. Maybe they got in some vinyl. And they sort of did. They had one shelf that had... They have a lot of books there, first of all, but they had one shelf that had some books, and then it actually had some laser discs and some video discs. I don't know if that's the same thing as a laser disc. I don't know. Anyway, and mixed amongst those, they did have a few records. Some of it was, the usual Goodwill junk. I feel bad saying that, actually, because at some point someone loved that music, and maybe someone will still. But it's the stuff we usually see at Goodwill or other thrift stores. Sing along with Mitch, that sort of thing. But I found a couple good items. All right. So this first one, I'm not familiar with Ray Stevens, but this looked interesting, so I thought I would pick it up. He thinks he's Ray Stevens. Yes. And it actually is Ray Stevens. The main reason I picked this up, other than the kind of silly artwork, is the song, it has the Monkees theme song. So, the Monkees theme from. Yeah. So, I'm kind of curious about this record now. Yeah. Now, this one, and these were $2 each. I just found a couple there, so, but this one, this was worth the trip. Yeah. This was worth the trip. So this is Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Almost Blue. Now, I don't know where this rates amongst his albums. But let's just say, well, it has A Good Year for the Roses. I know that's a good song. And the other songs aren't really... familiar to me as far as their titles go, but so thrilled to pick this up for $2, and the vinyl's in great shape. It's just a little dirty, and I mean a little, not much at all. So, but this will probably get washed before I play it. I've gotten lazy with my cleaning, and I've been doing a lot of just dry wipes, using, the classic record cleaning brush. But if a record is actually dirty, like has dust on it, or even dirt or foreign objects, I will definitely, actually wash it before before playing it. All right, so that was it as far as that particular stop. Later in the day, I was taking my wife to work, and I was going to hang out at the Botanic Gardens. This particular job, she works at several different schools, but this particular job was at UCR, the University of California, Riverside. So they have a very, very nice Botanic Gardens there. And I spent a lot of time there, basically, not necessarily in my youth, but in my late teens, early 20s. I would go there and hang out with my uncle there. And anyway, I digress. So the plan was to go to the Botanic Gardens. I realized I didn't have any change to purchase my parking permit. So I had to go hang out at the University Village Shopping Center, which happens to be where the Mad Platter record store is located. And for this particular visit, I told myself, you know what? I've been through the 99-cent bins recently. I'm going to focus more on quality records that I really want to add to my collection. I did a little bit of digging in the 99-cent bins, and I did manage to find this to add to my collection of the Fire Sign Theater. I've mentioned in past videos, but I'll briefly summarize again. There is sort of like Monty Python, not as good, not as famous, but still an enjoyable listen. Yeah. If you can find them cheaply, and this was 99 cents, it was the one record I allowed myself from the 99-cent bins on this visit. If you can find them for 99 cents, definitely pick them up, or even a couple bucks, It's good comedy, skits and that sort of thing, basically. Yes. So, glad to pick that up. One of my favorite bands from the 60s and, I guess, early 70s, I guess that was like the peak of their career, is Procol Harum. So, yeah, this one actually came in a plastic sleeve, so I wanted to make sure that it wasn't giving extra glare. But yes, this is Procol Harum, Broken Barricades. It was $6.99. So you see, I splurged a little bit, but again, I want to add an album, or actually I bought a couple here that, I was going quality over quantity. Not to say that there's not quality to be found in the 99-cent bins, but these were one. Oh, this is the receipt. Yeah, you're not going to find Procol Harum in a 99-cent bin, or if you do, you're very, very lucky. Yeah. So I was thrilled to find this, and let me tell you, it's in great shape. I have it out of the plastic here. It's in great shape. This is early 70s. I want to say it was 71. I looked earlier. I'm not seeing it now. I think I looked on the record earlier, but you see it has the gatefold. It has the die cuts there. It's such good condition for being that old. and especially die cuts. Die cuts tend to get torn up. And while we're at it, I'll just show you the record real quick because, oh, and tucked away inside, and this popped out and was one of the reasons I decided to get it, was a photo from a newspaper. It was just a newspaper clipping. It was tucked away inside the record. Just a little, I guess it's about one of their appearances. Procol Harum tickets go on sale tomorrow at Kirchhoff Hall ticket office. Yeah. All seats are reserved. Price is $2. Price is $2. Wow. If I could have seen them for $2, I would have. Yeah, I was not even born yet at that particular time. But yes, this A&M Records, the sort of trumpet logo there. Very, very good condition. Just needs a little cleaning. Has some, I don't think there's any real scratches per se. But very, very nice. Great condition for $6.99. I'm so happy with this one. And again, they're one of my favorite bands. Love, love, love their music. I'm not sure where this album falls in their, in their discography as far as the quality, I guess I'm trying to say. I'll do that later. Anyway. Alright, so this is the last one. So, this is a band I've found in 99-cent bins before. But let me tell you, anytime I find their albums at thrift shops, they are torn to shreds. So it's very, very disappointing. So I decided, and I did a little research on this particular album, because I wanted to see, where it fell, as far as the quality of their albums, and this is considered one of their best. And again, this is an artist. Every time I see their albums out in the wild, meaning at like a thrift store, they are torn to shreds, and I get so excited when I find it, and then I look at it and I can't bring myself to buy that. I mean, they're not even playable. There's so many scratches, and it looks like beverages have been spilled on it, and so without further ado, hey hey, it's the Monkees. Oh, this is my first Monkees record, and let me tell you, I am thrilled to add it to my collection. So this is Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones Limited. Yeah, there's the back there. Let's take it out of the protective sleeve there. Yes, so thrilled to add this to my collection. This was also $6.99. But again, with these two records, I was really focusing on adding records that I wanted to add to my collection, and weren't just like, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind listening to this or that sort of thing. These are ones that I actually I need these in my collection. Big fan of the Monkees. Coal Gems label. Not sure. Never seen this one before. But it also has the Columbia Pictures Corporation logo on it. And this is in... I think this one has some fine scratches, but I think it's going to be quite all right. This is easily the best condition I've seen Monkey's record in, easily. Yeah, so absolutely thrilled to add them to my collection. They are, one of my favorite bands. They're up there. This is going to be completely and utterly embarrassing, but at one point, my older brothers were into the Beatles, and I think I was going through a phase where I was trying to break away from what my brothers liked, and sadly, it was a bad time in my life. Sadly, I declared that the Monkees were better than the Beatles. You know, I was young, I was foolish. There's no comparison. No comparison. But you know what? As far as a corporate assembled essentially a boy band, for a TV show no less, they became a legitimate pop band, and they have many classic songs. So I'm not embarrassed to say that they are one of my favorite bands, but I can no longer honestly tell you that they are better than the Beatles, and thank God for that. But you know, there's no comparison. But for what they were, it's fantastic music. So I am thrilled to finally add them to my collection. So, and you know, I had to pay a little bit more than I'm used to. Usually, you know, I'm in the dollar bins or the $2 bins. But lately, I've been spending a little more on records and even some tapes, trying to get you know, some music that's a little more I don't want to say that's better, but stuff that I'm actively seeking to add to my collection. So, and I mean, it could be decades before I'm able to add the Monkees just looking in dollar bins, you know? It could be decades, literally. So I decided to pay a little more to get what apparently is one of their best albums. So anyway, I've gone on way too long on this video, but yes, so thrilled to add this to my collection. Alright, thank you so much for watching. There's going to be a subscribe button up there. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for commenting. It's a privilege to be able to just show you music that I'm discovering and adding to my collection, and knowing that people are... I'm not getting choked up. My throat is drying out. I need a little something. Yeah. I just appreciate you watching my videos, and hopefully you find some of these records cool. Yeah, I do. Alright, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.